Today it's February 3. It's my wife's birthday, Berna Baron, and we started with a cake given to us by our daughter Danny and David. They went to the room at 5:30 to celebrate the early morning sunrise with the request of my wife, Berna Baron, and here we are having a breakfast as early as 8 a.m. Looking at the open sea. It's still low tide up to now, but when it gets high tide, it's going to be better for the ice because normally during the low tide, you can still see the corals. That's why here in Siquijor Island, it's a perfect place to go scuba diving and to go snorkeling because of so many corals. And here he is. That's Dylan finally waking up, and he'll be joining our breakfast. Yes, with the service, with the great service of Coco Group. Oh, they're already starting to snorkel. They're already walking on the beach. And some are still eating breakfast by the cabanas. Yes, it's an 8-hectare resort. You can sit anywhere you like in the cabana or in the restaurant. And that's Dylan enjoying his yummy breakfast. And he's already 1 year and a half. And look at him. He's pointing at the birds, telling Tita, look at the birds. Wow, this boy is really enjoying nature at its best. Now they're going to feed what are this? The pigeons. Look at Danny. So so my grandson can enjoy looking at them. Soon after the breakfast, we'll enjoy doing a day trip around the island. So our meeting place is at the lobby, waiting for Dylan, David, and Danny, while Laurelie is already preparing for the itinerary for our whole day trip. You can explore the island in one day. So we start at 10 p.m. and we probably were back before dinner. Our first stop is the Pitogo Cliff Nature Park in San Juan. We'll travel maybe less than 5 minutes to get there. And here's Dylan, our superstar for the trip. Yes, he's the highlight of our Siquijor because without Dylan, we might not be happy. Yes, Dylan is the happiness of the family. Whenever we're with Dylan, we're always smiling and making sure that he is also very, very happy too. So this is the cliffside, and you can actually go swimming here, but as long as don't jump. Look at them, they went to go for a swim on that raft, but I'm sure they did not jump. They just went swimming there, down there. So if you're a cliff diver, maybe you will be allowed, but making sure that it's deep enough. Maybe we should check it out whether it's good for cliff diving here in Pitogo. Now, time for the pictures. It's always with nature when you have very excellent photographs. That's Mama Berna with Danielle and Laurelie having an Instagram photo. And this is their backdrop. Wow. Siquijor is a very mystic place with so much character. Soon we're coming back to Siquijor, and that's next year. And our next trip will be Cambugahay Falls. Unfortunately, I didn't want to go down, so I'm using the video of my son-in-law, David. And this is Berna trying to step on the stones. She has to be careful because she might end up in the water. Wow, what a beautiful waterfalls. And as you can see, there are lots of tourists. And here's the ferry walk. And soon I'm going to see my daughter Dani, who will also be doing the same. Here she is. She will do it 3 times. Wow, look at that. Ferry walk by my my pretty daughter. One more try, according to her. Wow, look how sexy my daughter is, considering she's got a baby already. Another try. How many steps? Maybe about 10 steps for that ferry walk. Beautiful, Danny. Yes, this is the best falls in Siquijor. It's called, again, Kambugahay. Very, very famous for all the tourists. And here's their photo on the raft with my son-in-law having his own photo. So thank you, David, for giving me the photos and also the video that I can use for my blog. And we're here at Monte Cafe and Restaurant. We got hungry, so we decided to order kilawin, which really tasted very good. And we have sisig. Look at the sisig. You have to mix the sisig with the egg to make it really yummy. And here's my grandson, Dylan, our superstar. And he's always the center of attraction or focus, with Papa David right beside him. Oh, you know, the halo-halo here was really something. It was so sweet and so yummy too, together with the hot coffee, which we really enjoy, together with the melted they put a melted how should you say that, anyway, I forgot what you call it, but it's really tasting very, very, very good. So next step is Salagdoong, where we have to pass through some sort of nature trip here. I'll ask my driver, ano itong dinadaanan natin, mga ano ngayon, yung mga forest? Parang forested, ano?
Yeah, man-made forest.
Ha?
Man-made forest.
Man-made forest,
In
yes. Sa Lagdoong, wow. Imagine,
Molave tree.
Molave tree, which you can find so much. We're actually renting here a van, and Tonton here is our very excellent driver of Coco Grove. So if you go back here, you should request for Tonton. And that's Berna again. Look at Dylan. He's sleeping already, with mom carrying Mama Dani, always taking care of Dylan together with David. Well, this beach is not so sandy. It's a little bit rocky, but it's okay. Now we went up the little hill here to see what we can find. And I think there's a lot of tourists going up there, so I'm sure there's some scenic spots. But anyway, I'm still in the beach taking photo and video, while David is using the umbrella to cover his own son from the rain. So you can see tourists here just chilling out. Maybe they're drinking beer, or they're having lunch or merienda here. And I can see a cave there. But the best part of this Salagdoong is that you can go snorkeling. That's the advantage of Siquijor. There's so much corals that you can really enjoy nature at its best. And that's the reason why my whole family, we're all scuba divers. We're not snorkelers. We really go and enjoy the underwater world. So this is the cliff. They have the cliff here. They have what you call this, a board which is made of cement, where you can dive. Yes, cliff diving. That's how you say it, cliff diving. Imagine, if there's a cliff diving here, that water should be at least minimum of at least 30 feet, so you will not hit your head or your feet. So Berna keeps on going around checking out the cabanas and the place, and she said this is really nice. That's why we're going back again next year. So we passed through Lilibet. I think this is Lilibet. Yes, Lilibet Panbisaya, where Tonton recommended us to buy some very yummy breads, and it's true. The bread here was really good, and you can see there Tonton is very very handsome, and he's a very good guide, by the way. That's why when you go on a tour, you need a good driver who can speak English and also a good guide. And next in line is La Canopy Bar and Restaurant. So we will have to travel maybe about 30 to 40 minutes, depends on the traffic. So it's gonna be uphill. I need to climb, even though my back is a little bit painful, because my reward is I'm going to see a fantastic view. And we're lucky that we're on the happy hour. So if it's happy hour, we have discount on the drinks. That's the reason why when you go to a bar, always make sure that you are always on the happy hour, and you will really be happy because of the discount. And without the happy hour, you have to pay the full price. Well, you can see the teenagers now are chilling out with their cell phone. That's the problem. They don't look at the view, they look at their cell phone in a beautiful place like this. And that's the only problem. Yeah, the cell phone is good, but it's bad also in a way that it's eating up your time. Look, everybody's on a cell phone. I don't know why they created these gadgets. It should be only for communication, for information, but then even if you're in a very nice place like this, instead of looking at the view, you are always on your cell phone. Anyway, I'm showing you this because just in case if my viewers are willing to go to Siquijor, this is what they can find. Okay, so this is a day trip which is supposed to be 8 hours, and you can actually go the whole route, the whole island, and if you don't stop, it's less than 3 hours. Wow, this is really a lovely place, huh? So many cabanas, a very nice infinity pool, and you can swim, of course, because they have a cover charge. And when you pay the cover charge, you can have a drink, at least one drink. So it's going to be cheers for Berna because it's her birthday. Cheers to the good life with my eldest daughter, Laurelie, looking at the infinity pool. Now, this is the best part. It may be funny, but this is the best part. For me, this is the best toilet I've seen. Wow, look at it, huh? It's an outdoor toilet. And if it's a little raining, you're gonna get wet. But at least it's something different. But I'm sure they also have a covered one. But we didn't ask anymore. But I haven't seen a toilet as beautiful as this. Imagine you're having your own thing there while looking at the nice plants and looking at the tall trees. So back to the bar together with my wife Berna, who's enjoying, and me making a tour, giving you a nice tour. And what do you think? If you go to Siquijor, are you going to this place? And this guy is Richard, the manager of La Canopy. Maraming salamat, Richard. Our last trip should have been the Book Cafe. However, there was not enough time for us to take video and photos. Thank you for watching the vlogs. Goodbye.